I have been asked in the comment section of one of my videos why I went to live in a cave on the border of Death Valley for 30 months. The reason is the same for why I live here in this isolated and lonely canyon hidden deep in the untrammeled recesses of northern New Mexico. The answer is so obvious I am astonished anyone would feel the need to ask. In fact, the answer should be obvious to any sane human being who is stuck out there in what passes for modern civilized society. The answer to why I am drawn to remote and solitary living is because I am a sane human being who chooses to remain sane. I am serious when I say that I think anyone who does not rebel against what passes for modern life is the insane one. It is the people who do not move into a cave in the mountains to live who are the crazy ones. In an insane society, it is the misfits who are the sane ones. Please take a look around you at how you probably live, if you are like hundreds of millions of people who live in an industrialized, consumer-driven society. Can you look at modern life and not shudder at the horror that life has become for so many millions? How much of your precious and short life has been drained from you, bled from your pores, in the morning commute to work and your evening commute back? If you are like hundreds of millions of people throughout the world, you spend an hour or more on a freeway going into a city to work, and another hour or more after work to get home again. Every day, 5 or 6 days a week, from 50 to 52 weeks a year. No sane human being can do that and remain healthy and sane. To cope, a human being must murder a part of herself or himself. To accept such an abhorrent squandering of one's life as normal and necessary is to accept life as a wounded, maimed human being. Modern life consists of crowded towns and cities, poisoned air, stale and treated water from dubious sources, cracked and spat upon concrete and stinking asphalt, automobile noise 24 hours a day, a night sky polluted with city light and depleted of stars, acid rain, angry, hate-filled neighbors, domestic violence on every mean street in every mean borough, countless billboards that block out what would be nature if not for the factories and fast food stores that have replaced the natural environment. Abominations that pass for housing, impossible to heat in the winter and impossible to cool in the summer because the walls are made out of thin plywood and 2x4 pine. The ever-present cacophony of televisions and radios and CD players. Shopping malls where parents drop off their children for the day because paying for a babysitter costs too much. People living their crippled lives in front of the television, rushing home to watch their favored mind-numbing and vacuous, violence-filled television shows. The vicarious living that so-called reality TV shows give people who have never learned to live for themselves. Good bloody gods, how I hate it all. It is a life that no sane human being would choose. That life has been thrust upon them because other people have dictated how modern life should be. Much of the world has become bare, ruined choirs where late the sweet birds sang. Life for countless millions of people has become like those 1950s movies that the United States government put out about the horrors of living under what they claim to be communist rule. Mindless, lumbering brutes, dull of eye and utterly witless, with bovine thought-free stares as they march in synchronized goose-step into the factories, while a sinister curtain of soot belches out of the factory smokestacks. I chose to get out of that life, wander into the desert, get on my belly, and crawl. I'm an animal, goddammit, not a mechanism to be plugged into the industrial, hellish nightmare of a machine that has taken over what was once humanity. On my belly I crawled, feeling and tasting and hearing and seeing and smelling the sand. the rocks, the dirt, the cactus, the sun, and the sage. It was a glorious, precious moment of humanity that any sane human being would strive for if given the chance. It saddens me immensely that so many human beings will never get the chance to live like human beings. Beauty lays behind me, beauty lays before me, beauty lays to the left of me, beauty lays to the right of me, beauty lays above me, beauty lays below me. I walk in beauty, I am surrounded in beauty, and I breathe in beauty. With beauty I speak, and dream, and think, and live. It is the only proper life for a human being.